Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, La Crescenta, where it is our dream to help you build and manifest your dreams. We are so blessed today to have with us Annie Sims, singer, songwriter, master teacher for Neil Donald Walsh's Conversation with God classes. And our practitioner on the platform is Laney Clevenger-White.
The world, it's moving far too fast. The future I see looks nothing like the past. Did I build my house just to watch it fall? Did I save for rainy days just to lose it all? Change everything. Felt left out, so I dove right in. Changed my mind and took a look again. Saw before my eyes, a loss can be a gift. Now I realize what we do, what we say, how we think and how we pray, what seems right and what seems wrong, what we've gone for so long, when everything change everything. I'm not a ship that's tossed about, a boat without an oar. My pebble dropped into a pond makes waves on every shore. What we do, what we say, and how we pray, what seems right and what seems wrong, what we've lived for so long, when everything changes, when everything changes, when everything changes, change everything.
Good God morning, everybody. My name is Laney. I'm the practitioner on duty today, and I'm really grateful that you're joining us today for our service. I'd like to start off our meditation time with a reading from the Tao of Now by Josh Barron. So just taking a nice breath and just listen to the words and find the meaning in them. I am the divine expression exactly as I am, right here, right now. You are the divine expression exactly as you are, right here and right now. It is the divine expression exactly as it is, right here, right now. Nothing, absolutely nothing, needs to be added or taken away. Nothing is more valid or sacred than anything else. No conditions need to be fulfilled. The infinite is not somewhere else waiting for us to become worthy. I do not have to experience the dark night of the soul, or surrender, be purified, or go through any kind of change or process How can the illusory separate self practice something in order to reveal that it is illusory? I don't need to be serious, honest, dishonest, moral or immoral, aesthetic or gross. There are no reference points. The life story that has apparently happened is uniquely and exactly appropriate for each awakening. All is just as it should be right now. Not because it has a potential for something better, but simply because all that is divine expression. So now I'd like you just to take in a nice comfortable breath and breathe in these words. And just take in that breath. I am the divine expression exactly as I am right here, right now. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to surrender to the I am, to the divine expression that you are right here, right now. Again, breathe in. I am the divine expression exactly as I am right here, right now. And breathe out, surrendering to the I am right here and right now. So continue breathing in and out as you think on these words. I am not in the universe. I am the universe, the divine. I am an intrinsic part of all that is. I am a focal point where God becomes conscious of itself. And take in a breath. I am a focal point where God becomes conscious of itself. What an amazing miracle. Any detours, challenges, and crises are simply covers for miracles that had no other way of reaching you, of getting your attention. It is all good. Get your mind out of any problem. Allow creation to take over. Break the spell that any problem has on your mind. Release any negative thoughts. Create distance between you and the problem. Go to that place in mind where creation can take over. Allow spirit to do its work and create miracles. Know the highest good for all without any outlining of a solution. God, the divine, has the solution. Your job is to create distance between you and any problem by having faith and trust that the outcome is for the highest good. Take in a nice breath again. All there is the power of creation. And creativity is God expressing through you and me. I am that. I am the divine expression exactly as I am right here and right now. I am a focal point where God becomes conscious of itself. I am a miracle. Take in a breath. The universe says yes, yes, yes to all my needs and desires. I am open and ready to receive all of life's good and grandness. All is well. I am grateful as I release these thoughts and words into the divine mind, as I surrender to the highest good for all, knowing Spirit does its work to create miracles. I allow it to be so, and so it is. Amen.
Hello, I'm Susan Zollinger. I'm a practitioner in training here at Center for Spiritual Living La Crescenta. And now is the time to join in song and sing, "And So It Is." Please join me. God is all there is. I am one with the Spirit. I realize the truth, and I speak it. I am thankful for it all. I release it, I let it go, and so it is, and so it is. I know it is, and I receive as I believe. Amen. Amen. Amen.
And today's reading from Science of Mind is on page 487, The Great Awakening, Romans 13:11. Now is high time to awake out of sleep. The belief in a life apart from good is a dream from which we must awake if we are to taste the waters of reality, which flow from the source of life. As one awakes from a nightmare, so the mentality awakes from the dream of a living death to a realization of eternal life. We cast off the works of darkness when we realize that evil is not an entity, but a fraud. The armor of light is the truth, the very knowing of which makes free. This awakening is a process of evolution, a little here and a little there, until the whole eye is opened and we see that life is neither separate from God nor different from good. Life is God, and good is the only power there is or can be. To awaken oneself is to be healed, made prosperous, happy, and satisfied, to be made every whit whole, to be complete as we were intended to be. God is the God of the living and not of the dead. He sees and knows only perfection and completion, happiness and satisfaction. When we shall think of ourselves as God knows us, then complete salvation will come to us. And so it is.
Good morning. My name is Annie Sims, and I am delighted to be here at my spiritual home, La Crescenta Center for Spiritual Living. This morning, I'd like to talk about the 3 declarations of empowerment from Conversations with God by Neale Donald Walsch. Those of you who know me know that I've trained extensively with Neil since 2005 when I first toured to Europe with him to provide music for his 5-week lecture and workshop tour. We were in 8 countries, and it was a life-changing experience, and ever since then I've been very, very fortunate to train with him. So I now serve on the board of the Conversations with God Foundation. I'm secretary-treasurer. I'm the author and instructor of the CWG for Conversations with God, the CWG online school, and I have a book based on Conversations with God. It's called Wisdom That Works: How to Use the Messages of Conversations with God. And it takes the online school and adds a whole lot to it. And Neil very kindly helped me edit it the first go through, and wrote the foreword. And so this talk I'm going to give today is covered in the book somewhat, but we're going to elaborate on it quite a bit. So the 3 declarations of empowerment. We all want to feel more powerful, right? Here's some ways to do that. The first declaration of empowerment says this: I am who I say I am, and my experience is what I say it is. I am who I say I am, and my experience is what I say it is. The 2 most powerful words, the 2 most powerfully creative words in the universe are the words I am. We can say I am and fill in the blank. We get to choose that. That's the beauty and the joy of free will. Whatever you put after them sets up your intention. And as Conversations with God says, life proceeds out of your intention for it. So Conversations with God invites us to choose our state of being ahead of time. So every day on my calendar, on my computer, it says choose beingness, whatever for the day. And so when I get up in the morning and I look at the calendar on my computer, I decide who I want to be today. I want to be gratitude, or I want to be joy, or I want to be compassion, or I want to be lighthearted. Whatever it is, we get to decide. Now, this has been especially helpful during the last 6 weeks, or however many weeks it is. We've been under lockdown due to the coronavirus. I've had to do a lot of thinking about who I am in relation to the coronavirus. And my chiropractor and his wife are real good friends of ours. And we were texting back and forth the other day, and they invited us to their new home down in Newport Beach. And I said, are you okay if we come over? You know, we've been doing everything we're supposed to do. We've been staying home, wearing the mask when we're in public, and so forth. And she goes, oh, we're not COVID scared. And I thought, that's interesting. COVID scared. Are you COVID scared or COVID brave? Are you COVID cursing or COVID accepting? Are you COVID resentful, or can you even go so far as to be COVID grateful? I am who I say I am. So the back half of this first declaration of empowerment is, my experience is what I say it is. Now, my sister-in-law is just incredible woman. I love her so much. But she keeps calling it the COVID crisis, the COVID crisis, the COVID crisis. And for some reason, every time she says that, I just have this little feeling inside of me of pushback. Because for me, I'm not experiencing a crisis. Are you experiencing a COVID crisis? Or is it possible that you're experiencing a COVID blessing? Now, this is in no way meant to belittle the very grave difficulties that so many people have gone through and are going through. Yet, if the virus is not affecting you directly in a negative way, can you have faith that it's just life working itself out in the process of life itself? My definition of faith is having hindsight in the present moment. Because I know that everything I've ever gone through in my life, no matter how hard it was, given the benefit of time and hindsight, I see blessings in it and I'm grateful for it. Now we can just look around at some of the things that are going on right now to see how the coronavirus has been an answer to countless millions, maybe billions of prayers. Have we not asked for cleaner water? Have we asked for cleaner skies and less air pollution? Have we asked for no traffic jams, or have we at least cursed them and set up the rocket of desire of not wanting to have traffic jams? Have we not wanted clearer skies? My husband and I went camping at Pinnacles National Park last week, and we were way up high in the Pinnacles, and the sky was so perfectly blue until one jet flew across and left this white line, like cutting the sky. And it's like, ooh, that just looks terrible. I've not missed seeing those jet trails all the time. Yeah. We've had more free time. We've had more family time. We've had paid time off. You know, Germans and French and people all over Europe get 6 weeks paid vacation a year. When do we get 6 weeks paid vacation? Never. We're lucky if we take 6 days. We're getting a once-in-a-lifetime chance to be bored. When have we had that since we were children, taking summers off from school? Mother Nature is getting a huge break from us, from mankind. The wild animals are having a field day in our national parks. Lions are sleeping in the roads where the safari jeeps would be driving right now. You know, the bears are frolicking in Yosemite Valley for the first time because there's no campers there. Have you heard about the dolphins in Venice, Italy? They're there. This was a post I found online when I looked that up this morning. A woman says, boars, like wild boars in the middle of my hometown, dolphins in the port of Cagliari, ducks in the fountains of Rome. Venice canals have now clean water full of fishes. Air pollution dropped. Nature is reclaiming its spaces during quarantine in Italy. That was posted by Francesco Del Rio on March 15th. So it just took a few weeks for all of this Mother Nature to start reclaiming. Our pets are loving having us at home. My neighbor is home with her dog, and she said, Will, her dog's name is Will, Will's going to be so upset when I have to go back to work and leave him behind. So there are many, many blessings in this experience if we are willing to look for them. Again, in no way meant to belittle the hardships. And my heart goes out to those who are impacted. But for me, I'm actually experiencing a blessing. Again, I'm having faith that this is what's supposed to be happening, lest it would not be so. And with every event in my life, knowing that looking back, I've always seen a blessing in it, I'm invited to embrace that now. Now, the second statement, Declaration of Empowerment, says the meaning of everything is the meaning I give it. The meaning of everything is the meaning I give it. When we're in the middle of a dilemma, in the middle of a problem, we may not realize why this is happening. And actually, it's probably a good thing not to go there. But later on, given some benefit of time, we can look back and assign meaning to any event. The biggest one for me was I experienced child abuse. It was frequent and it was harsh all the way through high school for as long as I could remember, through almost 18 years of my life. But I'm so grateful for it. The blessing was all of that trauma sent me straight to the piano, where I would play and sing the pain away. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Is there anything very difficult that's ever happened in your life that you have yet to assign meaning to? If so, can you try to assign meaning to it now? Just make something up. I just made that up for me to find the blessing in the experience, but it's true. It feels true. So the third declaration of empowerment from Conversations with God, and this is a big one, it's a doozy. Nothing in my world is real. What? Nothing in my world is real. The Toltecs believe that this physical environment is the dream, and that the non-physical is the ultimate reality. Conversations with God far surpassed in ferocity any representation of the newsreel. Look intently, a gentle voice spoke to my inner consciousness. You will see that these scenes now being enacted in France are nothing but a play of, if I can say it right, a play of chiaroscuro. Let me tell you what chiaroscuro is. An effect of contrasted light and shadow created by light falling unevenly or from a particular direction on something. Let me read that again. Chiaroscuro. An effect of contrasted light and shadow created by light falling unevenly or by light falling from a particular direction on something. You'll see that these scenes now being enacted in France are nothing but a play of chiaroscuro. They are the cosmic motion picture, as real and as unreal as the theater newsreel you have just seen, a play within a play. Yogananda said, my heart was still not comforted. The divine voice went on. Creation is light and shadow both, else no picture is possible. The good and evil of Maya must ever alternate in supremacy. If joy were ceaseless here in this world, would man ever desire another? Without suffering, he scarcely cares to recall that he has forsaken his eternal home. Pain is a prod to remembrance. The way of escape is through wisdom. Paramahansa Yogananda. The ultimate reality is the non-physical spiritual realm. We're simply here playing out roles of our choosing in order to advance our soul's evolution. I've been reading 2 books during COVID-19 that have really powerfully affected me. They're both by Dr. Michael Newton. He's a PhD who spent his life's work doing regression hypnosis with people and specifically targeting their lives between lives, what it's really like living in the spiritual realm. And I am finding out all kinds of things I had no idea about. These books are called Journey of Souls, and the second sequel is called Destiny of Souls. Journey of Souls and Destiny of Souls by Michael Newton, Newton, if you want to look him up. It's amazing. And he has gone on to create a whole foundation around it and trains other people in this type of hypnosis and hypnotic regression therapy. And people see what happened from their soul's larger point of view, and they have all kinds of clarity and peace by seeing the larger picture, by stepping outside of their selves. You know, we had a nursery rhyme we used to sing when we were kids that I didn't realize how much truth is in. I guess it's a nursery rhyme. It was around. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Number 3, nothing in my world is real. So again, those 3 declarations of empowerment are, I am who I say I am, and my experience is what I say it is. The second one, the meaning of everything is the meaning I give it. The third, nothing in my world is real. And that it's make-believe, and see how that feels for you. You might smile more. You might be just a little bit less serious about things. Take life with a little more joy. So I hope this talk has served you today. And again, I sincerely hope that I didn't step on any toes by telling you how I've experienced the past segment of our shared humankind experience. God be with you. All is well. Thank you.
Please join me in singing our offertory, I Am So Blessed. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so thankful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so thankful, I am so blessed. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so thankful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so thankful, I am so blessed.
And now it's time for our offertory. I just want to preface that with saying we really appreciate all the donations that you've been sending in to us by mail or PayPal or Patreon. And after the offering, there will be a link where you can see where to make your donation. And also at the end of the video today, there will be another link to show you where to send it. And hopefully soon you'll be able to come in and just put your offering in the tithing plate. We look forward to that day. So please say with me, the words are up on the screen here. Say with me our offertory affirmation. I am an irresistible magnet with the power to attract unto myself everything that I divinely desire, according to the thoughts, feelings, and mental pictures I constantly entertain and radiate. And so it is. Amen.
Good morning. Glad you could join us this morning. And we have a little funny story for you. A mother is driving her little girl to a friend's house for a play day. Mommy, the little girl asks, "How old are you?" "Honey, you are not supposed to ask a lady her age." The mother replied, "It's not polite." Okay, the little girl says, "What color was your hair 2 years ago?" "Now really," the mother says, "these are personal questions and are really none of your business." Undaunted, the little girl asks, "Why did you and Daddy get a divorce?" "There's enough of these questions, young lady, honestly." The exasperated mother walks away and the two friends begin to play. The little girl says, "My mom won't tell me anything about herself," she says to her friend. "Well," says the friend, "all you need to do is look at her driver's license. It's like our report cards. It has everything on it." Later that night, the little girl says to her mother, "I know how old you are. You are 35. The mother is surprised and asks, "How did you find that out?" "I also know that you had brown hair." The mother is a bit surprised and shocked and, "How in heaven's name did you find that out?" The little girl says triumphantly, "And I know why you and Daddy got a divorce." "Oh, really?" says the mother. "Why?" "Well, it's all on your driver's license. And you got an F in sex." Good morning.
And now the benediction. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is happening through my mind,
It is happening through my mind,
my body,
my body,
and every aspect of my life.
and in every aspect of my life.
I think it.
I think it.
I know it.
I know it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I'm never alone,
I'm never alone,
for God is right where I am.
for God is right where I am.
And so it is.